I kept having these nightmares, but they never really felt like they were mine. I asked my father why. He said, maybe you're having the nightmares of other people. They're not yours to carry. He said, use them as weapons against your enemies once you grow up. Well, I grew up, and that's exactly what I did with them. Unfortunately, my own dreams died in the process. I keep having this one nightmare recently. It's difficult to explain. I can't tell you the whole story, but imagine right now the most important part of you was dead. Where was it buried? Somewhere far away. Somewhere challenging to get to. Somewhere dangerous. A place few things could survive. Now imagine you had the power to bring that back to life. Could you find it in yourself to make the journey? Riding out to the middle of nowhere, away from all safety, and rolling the dice. That maybe you don't make it back. Would you do it? I would. And I will.
Hello, Eli. Like velvet, this magician's sleight of tongue and hand. Hello, Eli. Beware of Eli's smile, as warm and kind.
You see the time, but you don't know what time it is right now. And the clocks are backwards and the hourglass is off. Trust me, I'm clocking everything that happens. I don't forgive, and I don't forget. Remember this, for no matter where the time is told, in the end, everybody pays the toll. This was a place where good men came from. Despite the fact that I'm from here, I've been accused of being a very bad man who has done very bad things to people. What's a good man? How do we define that? That's a complicated question. I've only ever known two good men in my entire life. My two grandfathers, and that was it. One of them actually grew up building this city. That was his job. He built a lot of it. And while he was doing that, unknowingly he was exposed to chemicals that later on in his life, they killed him. And it was a slow process. And he fought the whole way. And when he went, a part of me went with him. That's how that good man went out. My other grandfather, a good man from this city too. Faithful husband, loyal father. I didn't spend as much time with him as I should have. The very last time I spent with him, I watched two people in white come into his house in front of my grandmother and most of my family and zip him up in a black leather bag and carry him down the stairs like an inanimate piece of furniture, some object. He was always full of life, making people laugh, entertaining people, and that's how I saw him go out. That's how that good man went out. The days of good men are long gone. anyone proclaiming to be a good man, that's called a liar. You see, this whole world is drowning itself in lies every day, everywhere around us. And we know it, but we lie about that too. I'm not a good man. And perhaps maybe all of that has something to do with it. I've also been accused of playing a character. And what I will say to that is, I've never played a character any more than anyone else on these streets or anywhere else on this planet. Everything now to people, every single thing is just entertainment. It's a show. Doesn't matter if it's true. It's all about how you make people perceive you and the perception of others. It's all entertainment, except for one part, the pain. That part is real. I don't know how different I am from all the other people playing characters in the world, because believe me, there's a lot of them. But this I will tell you. At least I know where the entertainment ends and the real part begins. Because most people don't.
An old woman gave us shelter, kept us hidden in the garret. Then the soldiers came. She died without a whisper. There were three of us this morning. I'm the only one this evening, but I must go on. The frontiers are my prison. Oh, the wind is blowing through the Oh, the wind is blowing through the graves, the wind is blowing. Freedom soon will come.
conquers all! Conquers all!
Kevin!
Father?
How have you been?
Not too good, not too bad. How are you?
I'm fine. It's great to see you. You want to go inside and talk? Let's go in.
I can't do that.
Well, we'll talk out here.
You got a minute?
I got all the time in the world for you. You know I've always wanted to help you.
Okay. Well, that's exactly what I need. I need your help. So, look, it's not easy for me coming out here like this, but I need you to take a look at this. And I need you to help me finish this ritual. I know that you know what it is, and I know you've done it before, and I'm telling you, there's a page missing. I just need your help, and then I'll leave.
This isn't going to help you. Kevin, you're at a crossroads in your life. The rage is eating you up and you're not controlling it. You're at the crossroads. If you go down one, all you're going to have is pain, misery, and the blues and agony for the rest of your life. But if you take the other one, you're going to be walking back in the light. Everything will be good for you. I don't want you to become like me.
Like you!
Yeah, like me.
Like the way you used to be, or this guy? So you want to help me, and here we are, all over again.
I want you to come home.
He is home. Let's go, Karrion.
See you around, Bob.
His name isn't Karrion, his name is Kevin, and he's my son. What the fuck have you done to him?
Today, the Bulletin of the Atomic Scientist moves the hands of the doomsday clock. It is 100 seconds to midnight. The doomsday clock.
The doomsday clock. The doomsday clock.
Well, well, well. There it is. And here you are. And if you're here, that means you were looking for this. You don't just find it by accident. This is a story you should have heard a long time ago. You see, before I was involved in this business, I was involved with another one. And it took me here, to Sin City. See, I always had this thing inside me. There it is again. You see it plain as day. See, I'm not crazy. I didn't know what that was, but it told me I needed to leave home, which was very far away at the time, or so I thought. But that's exactly what I did. And I found this gig, a job, where all I had to do was keep an eye on people. And if there were any issues, to take care of those issues. It's a good paying job. But I came to realize that money wasn't that important to me, especially when the person paying me pissed me off. So I decided to move on to other things. I evolved past that whole monetary thing. I needed to know what my deeper calling was, and I began to watch gambling. And I watched people lay their lives down on the table knowing the house was going to win. I watched people destroy themselves on the chance that things might get better. But they didn't. They absolutely did not. And it inspired me. I said, I want to become that chance. No, not the good one. I want to become the chance that everything fails. And they lose everything. And they fade out with less than they started with. I became the house. I became the end.